everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or just stopping by, hi, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'd love it if you stuck around and subscribed to my channel. So today, you already know from the title, we are going to be doing a weird video. I don't think I've ever done it like this before, but we are going to do a check-in. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this bobby pin. I don't know what my hair is doing, but hey beebs, how's everything going? That looks monumentally worse. We're gonna be doing a kind of different video where we're gonna be talking about the goals I set for myself this year back in January. There's a video on my channel that I will link down below, just talking about the goals that I have set for myself this year. And I said in that video I wanted to do a check-in in like June, see how we were doing. And June was a little wild and we missed it, so we're gonna do it in July. And I'm actually really truly getting ready to go to work and not just fucking around with makeup, so it's gonna be a great video. Also, if there's a lot of background noise, somebody came to look at my air conditioner because it was making a rattling noise. He took the whole fucking thing apart and then he left for like an hour and a half, and then he called and he was like, I'll be back tomorrow to fix it. So there's no air in my house, so I have my fan going hard because it's hot in here. I have a skylight right beside me and I have all the lights off except for my ring light. It's hotter than balls in here, so there's a fan on. Fat bitch can't die from a heat stroke, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Love you.
Love you. Sorry, James came in. He was just running errands for me because I gotta get ready for work. Because there's no air in my house. Ellie stayed at my dad's house last night, and she's gonna stay with my mom tonight just because my mom hasn't seen her all week and wants to have an overnight with her. Yeah, this year definitely derailed, and if you go back and watch that video, I had so many big goals that I wanted to get to this year, and a lot of them I can still do. It's just gonna take me a little longer. The first one I want to talk about is my health. In that video, I talked about how I don't want to just like lose weight, but granted, I'm gonna end up losing weight to become healthier because I'm overweight. But I mainly want to get healthy and lose weight because I have a daughter now. I have a whole ass child. And I want to be alive and healthy and be able to do things with her. So let's do a check-in on that. How that's going? I've definitely made some lifestyle changes that I certainly feel a lot better. Is that reflecting on the scale? No. But like I said, I'm not just trying to lose weight to be skinny. I'm trying to lose weight so I can be healthier. And there's lots of non-scale victories you can have that I have met. So you know, there's that. Some of the lifestyle changes I've made. James always has drank way more. It kind of looks like a little duck. The foundation prints. Anywho, James has always drank way more pop, soda, Coke, whatever you want to call it, carbonated drinks. He's always drank way more than I do. When I worked at McDonald's, I drank an obscene amount of Dr. Pepper, but pretty much since I left working in a restaurant, I don't really drink soda anymore. So at the beginning of the year, right after I made that video, I was doing so good. I was working out 5 to 6 days a week. I was doing Zumba and strength training and like, what is it called? Like sets, you know, like weightlifting sets. And I was doing it all at home because I have severe anxiety and my mind won't let me go to a gym. If I had time and someone to watch my child, in theory, I would like to go to a gym, but my mind just isn't there yet. And I was doing really good. And if you don't know, I have PCOS, which is basically a hormone imbalance. And it's really hard for people that have PCOS to lose weight normally, just because we have a hormone imbalance. Our body retains the nutrients or like the shit that we eat a lot differently. But I was losing weight. I was feeling really good about myself, and I would like to contribute a lot of that to me wearing my Apple Watch that I don't even have on right now. It's on the charger. A lot of that was coming from my Apple Watch because I have anxiety, which means I have a thing with getting things done. If I set myself a goal and I just say it, I don't really care. But if I set myself a goal, like on the Apple Watch, closing my circles every day, and I set it to where my background is those circles and it shows how I'm doing throughout the day, I gotta close my circles. It's part of the anxiety. So I was doing really, really good. I was closing my circles every day. I was working out. I was drinking tons of water. I was feeling really good about myself. And then a lot of shit went down. And I know you can't, the first thing that you should let go should not be your own health and well-being. But the first thing I normally let go is my own health and well-being, to make sure my family, my kid, all of that is good. And Corona hit, and nobody in my family or my life, like that I am close with, has had the COVID-19, which is really good. But it freaked me out. I work in healthcare. My mom works in healthcare. My brother works in healthcare. My stepdad and James aren't in healthcare, but they were still considered essential, so they were still going to work. And on top of just the stress of worrying about my family getting sick, I have a whole last kid. So it was very stressful, and because of that, shit just derailed. And I'm not making excuses for myself, but a lot of the things I'm going to talk about today, like my goals that got derailed, are derailed because of COVID. So the health thing went down the hill because James and everybody in my family was still working their regular jobs, except my stepmom. She got to work from home, but everyone else was still having to go into work. And it was very stressful. My brother had been exposed a lot. If you don't know, my brother is an EMT, paramedic, ambulance person, and you don't know what you're picking up. And before this got crazy, they weren't wearing PPE, like full PPE all the time. That's personal protective equipment. Like, they would wear their gloves and stuff, but they weren't wearing, you know, mask and the gown and booties and all of that because we didn't know it was where I lived yet. Now that we know, however, my brother is like fully covered, but he had been exposed a ton and he ended up having to be tested, and like I was just really freaking out. So with all of that, and my healthcare is always short-staffed, always, and I'm PRN, but because all of this is happening, I felt like I needed to work more to try to help so we weren't so short-staffed, because everyone was just so stressed out and every policy changed like day to day, and it was ridiculous. And I work in long-term health, and it got to where like we couldn't allow the residents like into public areas, like community areas. They pretty much had to stay in their rooms. We couldn't allow any visitors, which made our residents very upset, and we were having more behaviors, and like everything was just going to shit. So I ended up picking up way more at work and working doubles and everything else. So my working out and all of that got put on the back burner. I'm still following like eating healthier, trying to eat healthier, and my main thing really is remembering to eat throughout the day, because I'm one of them bitches that eat like once. I eat dinner most of the time at like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm done. That's all I eat for the majority of the day. I'm really bad about drinking coffee all day and not hydrating and not drinking water, so I've done really good with still drinking my water and limiting how much coffee I have a day, and I'm trying to remember to eat. It's really hard for me to remember to eat though. So that got put on the back burner, but I'm still proud of the progress that I've made. Wow, I've been talking about this forever. I'm still proud of the progress that I've made, because it's progress. Whether it's huge progress or little progress, it's still progress. So don't be like crazy hard on yourself. The next thing we need to talk about is, let's go to something positive for a moment, because even though that was positive, I'm not nearly as far into my health goal as I would like to be. because now we're technically over halfway through the year, but still, it's fine. The next thing I want to talk about is YouTube. If you go back and rewatch that video, I was talking about how much I love YouTube. I was talking about how much I love YouTube. I love filming. I love getting to edit. I love getting to talk to people that without YouTube I would have literally never crossed with. That's really freaking awesome. Sorry, my eye is watering still. That's so cool, and I'm still super happy about it. And I said, I didn't go back and watch that video. I'm just letting you know. The only reason I can remember my goals is because I had them wrote down. Anywho, I said in that video that I would love to, I didn't set my whole face, I would love to get monetized this year. Which means I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I'm over halfway to my watch hour goal, and we're on the road to 500. And I do a giveaway every 100 subscribers here on my channel, if you did not know, and we're almost to halfway. We're almost to 450, so when I'm filming this video. So that's super freaking cool, and I'm super excited. That is going really well. I've been having some issues not finding the time to edit, because I edit relatively quick. Granted, I don't have any like super awesome editing skills or anything. I do like the basics. I can edit pretty quickly, and because I film on my phone still, I have the advantage that if I'm like out like waiting somewhere or I'm on break at work, I can edit on my phone if I need to. So it's not really finding the time to edit, it's finding the time to film. And I went through a little rough patch last month where I just didn't have energy. I didn't want to film. I didn't know what I wanted to film. I didn't know what to do, and now I'm fully reinvigorated and I want to film freaking everything. So that is going really good. I'm super excited to see where the channel goes this year, and I just love having our like little community. It's really cool. And my favorite thing ever is when people comment on a video, and like, I appreciate the comment. I even appreciate thumbs down, because even though that's negative interaction, it's still interaction and it still helps my channel. But I love it when people comment and I can tell that they've watched the whole video. You know what I mean? Like, I love it when they comment and I can tell, because they're talking about something like very minutely that I mentioned in like the end of the video. I love it. It's like my favorite thing. I also love it when you guys hit me up with stuff you'd like to see me do, videos you want, questions, like literally any type of comments. I'm over the moon excited. So my YouTube is going really, really good. Let's shift over to my mental health. We've already went over my physical health. Let's do my mental health now. My mental health has actually been going really good too. I've gotten a little stressed out and overwhelmed in the past few months, especially with COVID, and I don't care to get sick. I don't. However, both of my grandparents, my grandmothers, are immunocompromised. My dad is technically immunocompromised. My mom works in healthcare, so she's more she's more likely to get it, and so is my brother. So like, I don't care to get sick, but I don't want my family members sick, and I damn sure do not want my child sick. So I was having some issues with that. My anxiety was flaring up really bad, but we overcame it. We're doing good. I'm proud of myself. It's when I get overwhelmed. This is gonna sound weird. So I use the Happy Planner, and when I get overwhelmed, something that really helps calm my anxiety down is planning. Like putting my stickers down on the pages, and just like, because you have to focus so hard on lining those stickers up straight, and it's, I don't know, I like making something like a cute spread in my planner. It really helps to calm me down and focus on something. It grounds me, I guess is how you could say it. If you just needed a little help understanding how that works, or like how often I've had to do it, I plan 1 week at a time, like put my spreads down, and then I go back when that week gets here and write in what I need to do. But it is July 2nd, right? I have up until the first week of October planned, like my spread down, which means I've gotten so overwhelmed that I've planned 3 months ahead. The important thing is I didn't do my negative behaviors that I would normally do. I don't mean back in the day, like only including back in the day, like when I was younger. I mean like any time in the past, from like middle school years. Used to, when I would get overwhelmed, I had a problem with self-harming, obviously myself, and I'm very happy that oh my god, my eyebrows are not coming out how I want them to. I'm very happy that I haven't, I don't know, slipped and gone back to those negative behaviors. I've gotten pretty overwhelmed at times and really thought about it, but I always, could talk myself down. James and my mom are really good at talking me down, and it's really hard for me to be able to like come to them, especially James. My mom has known my entire life I'm crazy, but James, we've been together for a very long time and I know he loves me, but it's just, I don't want to show weakness. It's really hard for me to step out and say, I'm struggling. I think I need a minute. I need some help. And James and my mom are really good at, helping, calming me down and finding ways to help me that don't include self-harm. So that's really good. My mental health at the moment is doing really, really good. And like I said, I'm really, really happy and proud about that. I've struggled with that since I was like 12, and I'm 25. So I'm really, really excited that my mental health is seeming to do a lot better. Now let's shift to there's only 2 things left to talk about. Let's talk about my career goals. About nursing school. Nursing school that I was supposed to take my entrance exam in January through March in that area and apply in April and find out probably in like May or June if I was accepted or not. I scheduled my entrance exam. Me and my good friend Crystal from work, we've known each other since we were little girls. We were both ready to apply. We both had all of our classes done. We were ready to go. We scheduled to take our entrance exam on the same morning so we could go through it together and have some moral support. Like 2 days before we were supposed to take this damn test, we get an email that our test has been canceled and school has been closed due to the pandemic. So then a few weeks later, because I'm spazzing and they've extended the deadline to apply, a few weeks later I'm still spazzing out and freaking out. I get an email saying that I need to reschedule it. So I reschedule it for the next week. I'm all excited. I'm jazzed. I'm ready to go. I've been studying still. We're doing excellent things here. And I get another email saying that it's been canceled again. So this keeps on going on for a few days. Well, a few weeks really. And then I get an email that they're going to proctor it from home. That was the whole hang up. It had to be proctored. Somebody had to watch me take this test. They're going to proctor it from home. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm trying to figure out a date that I can, take this test at home. I'm freaking out a little bit more because I have an 18-month-old that refuses to sit down, be quiet, or anything. So I'm like, how the fuck am I going to take this? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm freaking out that I'm not going to get to do the nursing program. So it ended up that I never even took my entrance exam because you have to apply and like send an email through the state that you want to apply to the nursing program, at least where I live and go to school, and they'll send you the application through an email through the state. It's not just like online, something you can search and apply to, which is stupid. And I realized in June, the beginning of June, that I had sent off for my application in March, and I had never gotten an email saying, like, with my application in it. So I send another email through, and it says, thank you, 10 to 14 days or whatever, and at this point there wasn't 10 to 14 days before I could apply. I emailed my advisor and asked, you know, what can I do, and she said, hope your application gets here in time. And I was like, is that really like the only thing I can do? And she was like, yeah. So my application didn't even come in time. I'm pretty sure I still have never gotten it. I didn't take my entrance exam, and because of that, I have to find a filler class to take in August, like August through December, that fall semester, so I don't lose like my momentum. I've already taken all the basic classes for RN, LPN, and RN. They're the same basic classes. And so I was emailing my advisor, and it's extremely difficult finding any information right now because nobody's at the fucking school. They're all working from home, which is fine. Do what you gotta do. And I'm like, hey, I need to know what classes I can take. And she's like, you've taken them all. And I was like, okay, well, what prereqs are there for the BSN program? I need to take some class, something in August. I need to take something. So she sends me the classes that I'm eligible for, and it's looking like I'm going to be taking English 102, which hopefully will be good, and I can skate through it because I'm really, really good at English, and that's my plan. I'm just going to study my ass off again and retry to get my shit together at the end of the year. I picked a terrible year to try to get my life together, but hopefully in January I will be announcing that I'm a nursing student finally. So, and the last thing we need to update on is my hair journey. Now, if you don't normally watch me and you go back and watch that video, you will notice that I either have long red hair or I have short black hair, and now I have mid-length-ish blonde hair. And in that video I was talking about how I always say I want to grow my hair out, I want long hair, and I have like no regard to the health of my hair. And I know what you're thinking, bitch, you've obviously bleached your head since then. That's like super unhealthy for your hair. Correct, except I am naturally blonde. If you did not know, I'm naturally blonde, and I've been coloring my hair. I started getting highlights in like 5th grade because my nana was a hairdresser before she retired, and then I started like full on coloring my hair in middle school. So it's been through a lot of shit. I haven't seen my natural hair color in a minute. So what we decided to do here was I used several sessions of color remover trying to lift black hair color off my hair, because that's like the hardest fucking thing to do, is to lift black hair color, especially box black hair color. And you'll never guess what was on my hair. Box black hair color. I finally got a lot of the black removed, and the way your hair lifts is it goes from dark to red to orange to yellow to blonde, like a white blonde. And the good thing is I didn't want to be white blonde. I don't want to be white blonde. I don't want to be platinum, because I'm trying to get my hair to its natural hair color, which I got pretty freaking close to it. I bleached my hair I think 3 times in total, and I got pretty close to my natural hair, and now I'm just leaving it alone. I melted a few pieces. It got a little crispy, so I'm gonna cut my hair back into that bob that I had in January. And I'm just gonna let it grow. You can see that I already have a little bit of rootage, and it's pretty close to the hair color that I have on my hair right now. So I'm feeling Like, I need to stop throwing shit. So those are my updates for how my 2020 goals are going right now. Like I said, it's July 2nd that I'm filming this. I don't know when it's going up, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I was kind of fidgeting through the whole damn thing and trying to get ready, but I really do have to go to work, and it is 1:18 and I need to leave at 1:30. And I still have to get dressed and do my hair. Some of them are going obviously better than the other ones, and some of them are pretty much not really done, because I'll know before the end of the year if I got into the nursing program, because that would start, the next semester would start in January. So I'd know, I don't know, in like November or December if I got in. I'm still gonna try to do that and go into the nursing program. I'm trying here. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, so we can do another giveaway, so I can mark one of my goals off. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna get off of here and stop rambling, because now I have 9 minutes to fix whatever the fuck my hair is doing and get to work. So I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.